Deep within this dense forest, a vulnerable elderly woman faces harsh elements in a decaying wooden shelter.
Survival requires immediate architectural intervention to transform this hostile environment into a secure and warm, modern sanctuary. The winter approaches rapidly, threatening her fragile existence with freezing temperatures and relentless heavy snowfalls daily.
We begin by surveying the remote wilderness and carefully measuring the terrain to establish a solid structural base. The chosen site offers natural protection from high winds while providing optimal exposure to daily solar heat.
Clearing the land demands immense physical effort, pulling heavy debris away from the designated central building zone.
Large rocks are removed manually to ensure the ground remains perfectly level before laying the foundational supports.
Fallen timber scattered across the valley provides an abundant, sustainable resource for framing the primary structural walls.
Each log is meticulously stripped of bark to prevent future decay and maintain long-lasting structural integrity.
The sharp axe cuts cleanly through the dense wood, shaping thick, natural pillars for the main framework.
Deep trenches are dug into the frozen earth to house the heavy stone anchors for the foundation.
Natural gravel from the nearby riverbed is transported to create a stable drainage layer beneath the flooring.
Heavy stones are carefully stacked and locked together, forming an impenetrable barrier against ground moisture and frost.
Thick wooden beams are hauled into position, creating the essential load-bearing grid for the entire structure. Precision cuts allow the massive timber joints to interlock seamlessly without requiring any modern metal framing nails. The base platform emerges from the forest floor, elevating the living space above the damp, cold soil. With the foundation securely established, and the construction phase shifts focus toward raising the vertical exterior load walls. Vertical pillars are erected at precise intervals, calculating the exact structural weight distribution for the heavy roof. A traditional timber framing technique combines with modern architectural design to maximize interior space and thermal efficiency. Cross beams are secured firmly into place, stabilizing the skeletal frame against powerful, unpredictable mountain wind gusts.
Local clay and sand are mixed with water to create a natural, durable mortar for the gaps.
This organic composite mill perfectly insulates the lower walls.
Wooden planks are sliced from raw logs using a massive handheld saw to construct the exterior cladding. Each board is measured twice and cut once, ensuring absolute perfection along the entire outer structural shell. The repetitive motion of hammering thick wooden dowels echoes deeply through the quiet surrounding green pine trees. A modern geometric aesthetic takes shape, blending sharp structural angles with the chaotic organic beauty of nature. High-capacity thermal insulation is packed tightly between the interior framing studs to trap vital indoor warmth. The elderly woman watches silently as her future home rises steadily from the damp, dark forest ground.
Massive roof trusses are hoisted upward, requiring mechanical leverage and strategic rope placement to secure their positions.
The pitched roof design ensures heavy winter snow will slide off easily, preventing dangerous upper structural collapses. Dark waterproof membranes are rolled out across the wooden roof deck, sealing the entire overhead living canopy. Overlapping wooden shingles are nailed meticulously into place, completing the exterior armor against rain and heavy sleet. With the exterior shell completely sealed, and the interior environment transforms into a quiet, dry, and protected haven. Large rectangular openings are framed into the walls, preparing the structure for modern, expansive glass window installations. Heavy double-glazed glass panels are carried carefully through the woods to provide maximum natural interior illumination. These massive modern windows create an invisible barrier, keeping freezing air out while pulling warm sunlight indoors. The visual contrast between raw forest timber and sleek, transparent glass defines this unique modern survival architecture.
A thick layer of smooth concrete is poured over the floor grid, acting as a thermal mass. This solid floor absorbs solar radiation during the day and releases heat slowly throughout the cold night.
River stones are gathered to construct a massive central fireplace designed to dominate the main living space.
The masonry work demands absolute precision to guarantee toxic smoke flows flawlessly up through the vertical chimney.
Each stone is mortared securely into place, building a fireproof core that will radiate intense vital heat.
A cast iron stove is integrated into the hearth, providing a highly efficient secondary cooking and heating source.
Smooth hardwood planks are laid carefully across the concrete floor, adding warmth and comfort to the interior. The interior walls are lined with light-colored birch wood, dramatically brightening the enclosed forest living space. Custom-built wooden cabinets are installed along the back wall, offering secure storage for essential winter supplies.
A large, heavy oak door is hung perfectly on forged steel hinges, sealing the primary entry point.
Thick wool fabric is applied around the door frame, eliminating any remaining microscopic drafts from the outside. An elevated sleeping loft is constructed above the main room, utilizing the rising heat for absolute comfort. Sturdy wooden stairs are carved from a single massive log, providing safe and easy access above ground. A modern off-grid solar power system is strategically mounted on the southern-facing exposed roof panels. Deep cycle batteries are wired cautiously inside a protected utility closet to store the valuable electrical energy. Minimalist LED lighting fixtures are embedded into the ceiling beams, casting a soft, warm glow every evening. A sophisticated rainwater collection system channels fresh moisture from the roof directly into a large filtration tank. The filtered water flows smoothly through copper pipes into a sleek, modern sink mounted in the kitchen.
The old woman inspects the solid walls, running her frail hands along the smooth, warm, finished timber.
Outside, a protective wraparound deck is constructed using weather-resistant cedar boards, extending the functional living area. Heavy timber railings are bolted into the deck framework, ensuring complete physical safety over the steep drop. A large stockpile of dry firewood is stacked meticulously underneath the extended protective overhang of the roof. The structure now stands completely finished, acting as an impenetrable fortress against the upcoming brutal winter storm. The first heavy snow begins to fall, softly covering the dense forest canopy in pure, bright white. Inside the modern cabin, the large stone fireplace crackles brightly, radiating immense, comfortable heat throughout the room. The double-glazed windows effortlessly block the freezing winds, allowing peaceful observation of the chaotic blizzard outside.
The elderly resident rests comfortably in a thick woolen chair, fully protected from the deadly freezing temperatures.
High above the forest floor, the sharp, modern roofline dramatically cuts through the heavy, dark winter clouds. Thermal imaging reveals the incredible insulation properties of the thick walls, trapping all internal warmth completely inside. This modern forest refuge perfectly demonstrates how advanced architectural principles can successfully blend with primitive wilderness survival. The minimal environmental footprint of the structure ensures the surrounding ecosystem remains completely undisturbed and totally wild. Heavy snow piles up against the lower foundations, but the elevated floor remains totally dry and warm.
The exterior wooden cladding will gradually weather over time, turning a beautiful natural silver-gray color soon.
Inside the kitchen, the woman prepares a warm meal using fresh water drawn directly from the taps. The integration of modern amenities within such a remote location requires flawless engineering and continuous structural planning. Hidden ventilation ducts circulate fresh air silently throughout the cabin, preventing any dangerous internal moisture buildup completely. The interior acoustics are perfectly balanced by the natural wood paneling, creating a deeply peaceful, silent sanctuary. Sunlight reflects brilliantly off the white snow, flooding the main living area with bright, positive natural energy.